Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to a very special presentation we have here for you at Nerd Culture tonight. I am your host, Ryan of Nerd Culture, and tonight we are doing something very, very special. We are celebrating the 30th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. It came out on this very day in the year of our Lord, 1991. But I am not alone in this. Every Leonardo needs a Donatello or a Raphael or a Michelangelo, however you want to go about it. Joining us first, he is a member of the Ginger Chronicles. The one and only Country is in the house tonight. Country, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing awesome-tacular, my friend, and we appreciate you being here. Also joining us for tonight's festivities, he is my tag team partner in the fan leagues when we have movie trivia matchups. He's also got his own YouTube channel that's Kicking Tail and Taking Names. That'll be Ryan, the Real or Deal. Regan is here with us. Ryan, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm calling Michelangelo right now.
And that is completely within your rights, good sir. That is completely within your rights. So thank you for being with us. Do appreciate it. By the way, if any of you have any favorite memories, any fun facts, anything at all that you want to talk about as we go throughout tonight's live watch along, we are going to be watching the movie. If you want to get your copy queued up and ready to go, we are going to start the movie at the 18-second mark where the line comes up where it says in memory of Jim Henson. So please keep that in mind. If you want to queue up your copy, we'll give you a moment to do so. And like I said, you got anything to share with us, drop it in the live chat. Our producers are going to be monitoring it as we go throughout tonight's festivities. So before we dive into this movie, I want to go around the table here. Country, when was the first time you remember seeing this movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze?
Oh, I'm old, man. I definitely saw it in the theaters.
So you were there that weekend in 91.
When I do remember, the earliest memory would probably be when it came out on VHS. Right there and snatched it up. I probably went and saw it in the theaters, but I definitely remember getting that cover of the VHS and actually watching it. But that's my earliest memory of it.
Oh, that sounds bossa nova, man. So Ryan, the Real Deal Regan, what was your first experience watching TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze?
Well, definitely at the local theater, back at the old Linden Quadplex that used to be right there in town, where I've seen all three of the Turtle movies, actually, now that I think about it. And I remember it was one of those times when my family would be like, yeah, I'm not watching that with you. You want to go to the movies, you can go by yourself. And I was fine with that because I was like not even like, 9-10 years old yet. And I was able to go ahead and go to the movies by myself. And they gave me the money. They shooed me away. I was like, yeah, I'll be back out in about an hour and a half. Don't, wait on me because I'm just going to be watching the credits and listening to the music. So at least they could trust me with turtle stuff. That made me feel a little bit more mature that day.
Absolutely.
You mentioned all three movies. Everybody always forgets about the third one, man. I love the third one when they went back in time, samurai style.
Yeah, it was basically like an episode unto itself. Whereas this, because they were finally bringing in like the Ooze, you were thinking, oh, this is going to be a lot more like the TV show. Because the first one was so much more dark and gritty and probably more like the comic books. And then you watch it and it's like, yeah, it's like the TV show, but not enough like the TV show. I'm looking back on it now with older eyes. I'm like, I'm so mixed. And you'll be hearing about a lot of my gripes and grievances, I'm sure.
Oh, well, this ought to be entertaining. But I will let you guys know, my first experience with this movie, this was actually one of the first, if not the first movie I remember specifically seeing in theaters at the tender age of 3.5 years old. I went with my family. We all saw it together. I remember walking in all excited, and I walked out of the theater, so happy. It was great to see it on screen, great to see these characters in action, throwing their zingers every which way. And also, just to give everyone a little bit of background on this, as we said earlier on, we're going to start this movie at the 18-second mark. So if you want to queue up your copy, go ahead and do it now, whether it's through a physical copy or a streaming service, that's fine. In memory of Jim Henson. Now, if it weren't for Jim Henson and the people who worked at Jim Henson's Creature Shop, these movies would not have been possible because you see these turtles. Yes, to me, they look real. I know it's a bunch of guys in suits, but as a kid, when you're watching it for the first time, you don't think about that. You're just ensconced by the movie. You're just in it to win it and just to have fun with it. And I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of the members of the cast and crew for putting these films together, and especially Jim Henson. He passed away in 1990 due to bacterial pneumonia. This was one of the first films, as well as a couple of other films that came after his untimely demise, that were dedicated to his memory. So on behalf of all of us here and of all the fans around the world, Jim Henson, Thank you very much for what you've done, for creating the Muppets, helping bring these films, all these other projects to life. We appreciate you, good sir. Now, we're going to go back in time to 1991, March 22nd. We're going to watch this thing, and I'm going to give you guys a cue. We are going to start this film in 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Memory Jim Henson. Now we get
The bridge.
The Twin Towers.
Yep.
That's how you can always tell it's like a vintage New York type movie. It's like you see those two buildings now.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you
For
what,
sure.
I've been eating some pizza. I wish I had some good New York pizza right now.
Oh man. Well, we get a good montage here with pizza in the opening credits.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah.
this is how New Yorkers or maybe other people eat pizza.
Nah, you gotta fold it.
Whoa! Hold on, no! I don't see any folding over there. So
See?
this is all.
Yeah, there you go. He knows what's
that guy
up.
folds. That guy knows something.
The
He
cab,
Come on,
drove
Caddy.
over from Newark Airport. He doesn't know shit.
you got the cab driver doing it.
Look at this. Come on, yuppie.
You got a bystander over there.
Pizza in a suit. I'm sorry. No.
Hey man, he just got off work.
You can tell they didn't pull any actual New Yorkers into this film.
Mm.
They got everybody from across the country, but New York.
Roy's.
We
There
got-
probably is a Roy's. There's like every name under the sun.
Roy's Pizza is where we start this
There
film.
you go.
off.
He knows what's up.
David Warner. There's the credit. And we'll meet David Warner later on in the film.
Oh, but
Yeah,
that cheese though.
cheese.
Look at that flipping
Ernie
of the
Reyes.
dough.
It always messed me up when I learned that sometimes when you see cheese in like movies and television commercials, it's actually like glue based, just so it makes it look all stringy. It's fucked me up every time. It's like, no, please let that be real cheese.
Does anyone still use that word, dweeb?
I need to.
I mean, like everything else, it's probably made a comeback at some point. Unlike that scooter.
The scooter.
That means Kevin Clash.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Probably the most famous, what I'd say, Muppet puppeteer in the movie.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Before
Mhm.
this was before.
Well, before
Elmo,
certain
right?
things occurred, all off screen.
Right, but this was before he did Elmo, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. Yeah, because this was '91, so he probably did it not too long after. Some years after, I'm assuming. I don't have the whole history of certain puppeteers and characters in front of me.
Yeah, he comes down the stairs. And,
Are they wearing
Yo.
socks for?
yeah.
Yeah,
Those
traditional
pantyhose.
stockings, man.
Oh, they're pantyhose. Excuse me.
Yeah, classic.
What are you, night security? Does he look like a security guard to you in that red and white jacket? No, he doesn't.
I bet you
Looks more like an
they're gonna
ambulance
wish they were
worker
messing with
jacket
security.
but-
Would you say he looks more like a paramedic or an ambulance driver? Whoa! Look at this guy go.
Get it, Ernie. And then here comes
It's just
the-
funny seeing him beat up somebody in hammer pants. Those parachute pants, and just seeing him
Here
flop.
comes more.
Oh gosh. Well, they're coming after him now.
Now, see
Yeah,
that right
totally.
there, just
Boom!
walking down the stairs.
One of
It's
the
like
best
so
opening scenes.
anticlimactic of an entrance.
Look at that opening title sequence, man.
Yeah, no, it's very cartoony. I like
Right
it.
down to it, baby. Oh, it's on now. They're scared. They're scared and running. I will tell you, Leonardo's my favorite turtle.
Mikey was either Mikey or Ralph were always mine.
I do like Red. I mean, I like them all. I mean, we all like all four of them for different reasons. But if I had to pick my favorite, I'd probably go with Leonardo, just because I like the swords.
leadership,
I like the
yeah.
swords.
I liked Ralph more because of just the asshole.
Oh,
The
Definitely
attitude
Mike.
problem that he always had.
Yeah, doesn't care.
Sorry, kid, it's for your own good. It's like, takes a
By the way, I
blanket or
will
whatever.
just point out, I have my Michelangelo watching with me right here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
So- I have to claim.
I have to see it in the back. I
Get
see
it,
it now in the
Ralph.
background area. Jean
Ernie's just like, what the
Duprez.
hell's going on?
Jean Duprez does the music. Is that a bowling pin he's tying him up with? I think it is a bowling pin.
I saw a drunk girl in downtown Nashville get tied up like that by the cops.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, other way. She was hogtied.
Oh, you mean hogtied. Okay. Oh, he uses a yo-yo as a weapon. When does that
Yes.
ever work?
Classically Japanese, if anyone doesn't know.
Oh, I was not aware of this. Yep. Now you don't. Excellent way to use swords.
Well, that's unfortunately one of the things where it's like, I'm not a big fan of the fact that they wanted to not have the weaponry used in this movie because they wanted to tone down the violence.
Yep. After the first one, it was like, yeah, it was good, but it was too dark, so we want to make it a little bit more kid friendly. So we're going to dial some things down.
Iconic as the colors on them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you'll have Donatello using a foam bat.
Look at this. Oh, that's what that was? I always wondered what that was, but he was using it against that guy. Now I know what it is. It's a foam bat.
What timestamp are you guys at?
What am I looking at here? 5 minutes, 53 seconds. Going on the 6 minute mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
6 minute mark, I think. Yeah. You want some of this? You want some of this? Pulls his head down. God.
And Mikey just jumping down on him.
He doesn't care. Just think of it. In 2 years, country, we can celebrate the 30th anniversary of your favorite, Turtles in Time.
Yeah. The forgotten film.
Mm-hmm. I'm more than happy to do a 30th anniversary watch-along of your game.
Oh, I'm down.
All right, we'll do it in 2 years.
It's been probably that long since I've seen that film.
Yeah, we have to wait 2 more years for the 30th anniversary party, but it'll be here before we know it. Really? You think it's that hard to get out of that thing? Is it really that hard to get out of a trash can like that?
The man flipped himself up from landing on his back after kicking someone's ass, but he can't get himself out of the trash can.
It's a little weird, though, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Just smooth. We saw you from... we didn't see you anywhere.
And here's another thing I'm not liking about this version more so than the first one. Aside from Michelangelo, Leo, Raph, and Don all look the same. It feels like in the first movie they had a lot more like nuance and distinction in the face and in their costume.
I wonder if they got any trouble for the first one. Like they were told to pretty much lighten it up from there. Because even in the third one's way more cartoony.
Oh, the third one's worse because at least in this one, Michelangelo is definitely shorter and like has a little bit more of a rounder head than the other three. Yeah. In the third one, all 4 of them exactly the same, liver spots and all,
with the spots on them and all. Yeah, for sure.
Hey man, turtles age quick, especially with the ooze.
Suppose so. And by the way, while we're watching this film, if any of you out there are joining us live, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to share any of your favorite memories, favorite moments, even fun facts about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. See, Terry MacGyver is here with us. Terry, we love you, man. Thanks for being here. By the way, Terry brings us up to country. He says, in 2 years' time, let's party like it's feudal Japan, baby, for Ninja Turtles 3, which is going to come later.
Yeah, instead of pizza, I'll have sushi for that one.
There you go. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it, man.
I just hope Michael Bay hasn't made any more by that time.
No, he won't. The second one didn't do so well, so I don't think we're going to see any more for a good while. Which was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Out of the Shadows, and I regret seeing that movie. And Michael Bay, I want my 1050 back.
The first one, I thought the first one was okay.
Yeah,
I expected a bunch of crazy shit coming from Michael Bay. But still, after growing up seeing this, I mean, this to me is always going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it brings up something that I've noticed for between this series and his series. The more you get to the actual cartoon stuff, the worse it gets. It's like, at least I can say with every animated version, each version of the Turtles has been unique in its own way. But as far as the movie's concerned, they've always tried to go more kid-friendly, more like the original TV show. And you just can't do that. You got to make your own mark.
Agree, 100% agreed.
These movies definitely had a better story.
I remember growing up like everyone else watching either reruns of the original episodes of the animated series, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But then when the movie came out in 1990, my mind was blown. It was like, oh, this movie is so good.
Yeah, everyone was all like, some people were probably upset that it wasn't like the cartoon, but I was like, oh, wow.
It was awesome.
Way cooler than the cartoon.
For sure.
Acapella.
Acapella? That's what he's...
Huh?
Perestroika? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it. Give it up.
Yeah, okay. I hate Donnie in this. I really, really do. He is just too cartoony for his own good. He is nothing like he was in the first movie. Everyone else is at least similar.
I did remember being upset and dumbfounded when they switched Aprils on us.
I was bummed out that Judith Hoag didn't return, but then again, Paige Turco, look what she did after this. She did Turtles 3, she did The 100 for the CW, which is a criminally underrated show. And then she was also a recurring guest star on one of the best original shows in recent memory, known as Person of Interest on CBS.
Mm-hmm. Just
So,
back in.
She is hotter.
And Paige Turco, hello. So yes, I would agree with that. And by the way, Paige Turco, if you're watching this and if you ever do conventions, I look forward to meeting you and talking about this movie as well as The 100 and Person of Interest, because you have done fabulous job in all three of those properties. At least in my opinion. Can't speak for everybody, but that's just me. So yeah, Paige Turco, new April O'Neil. She looks great in this.
Yeah, even if the hair isn't red, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. Still a reporter. Still working at the Channel 3 news station, I think it was called. Yeah.
I think it was Channel 3 in the movies, but that Channel 6 in the animated show.
Ah, there you go. 3 and 6.
What was the reason why the first one didn't come back?
What did you... I met her at a convention a couple years ago, Judith Hoag, the original April O'Neil. And she, by the way, great person to meet at conventions. I'm trying to remember what she said. I think I can't remember if it was a salary issue or just creatively it was creative differences. Like she wasn't too happy with what they wanted to do with the character. I'm not sure. It was one of the two. It was a salary dispute or creative differences. Although our friends at Google can probably tell us more. Because I can't remember exactly what she said. But she is a great person to meet at conventions.
By the way, am I the only one that's like looking at Splinter now and then think about him from the first movie? It's like, oh, now that they're at April's places, he took a shower.
I never thought of that.
He's so much clean. He's got like a new kimono on. He's like more visually, like, enticing as a character. Before he just looked like they poured water on an animatronic.
Yeah.
Hey, he looked like an actual overgrown rat. Now he kind of looks like a wolf cat rat mixture.
I really like his voice work in this as Splinter. It's so good.
Pizza's okay.
Yeah, pizza's okay. Everything else, maybe not so much. By the way, we were bringing this up earlier on about the 30th anniversary of the third film. W Red 51 says, I'm down for 30th anniversary of the third film. That was the very first movie my parents took me to in the movie theater for.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's
See, at least his parents wanted him to, see the movie with them. I got shoved away.
Very first movie my parents took me to the movie theater for. Well, W Red 51 goes on to say, if I remember correctly, Judith Hoag was upset because a lot of her scenes were cut from the first film. So that's why she didn't return. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's unfortunate, but at least I can say when you look at, properties that were based on television shows or comic books or whatever from that time, at least Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually stuck more on the turtles and wasn't trying to make it all about like the human characters.
Yeah, they did that a lot during the Bayformers movies, didn't they?
I mean, they would always like go to things that didn't matter because either it was cheaper or because you had to give actors certain screen time. Yeah,
I still want my 1050 back from watching Age of Extinction Transformers full theaters. I want my money back. That was one of the absolute worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
They're starting to get like Fast and the Furious, where they're making too
many. Speaking of another dumpster fire, why is there smoke in the garbage?
Too many. Beats me. I'm not sure.
It's just so weird when you see that fog coming in on it.
It's New York and it's cold.
Yeah, he brings up a good point. That's probably the situation why.
Of course, I've only been in New York one
time.
The
reason why.
I can't really speak.
Hey, leave my neighboring town out of this. I'm a Jersey boy, damn it, but even I will try to respect New York to a certain degree.
And by the way, yes, Terry, Michael Bay owes me a good amount of money back. Yes, he does. A couple movies I've seen of his, whether he produced or directed, mostly produced, and I'm like, give me my money back. These were terrible. So where are we now? We're in a junkyard, I believe it is.
A little garage in a junkyard.
Garage in a junkyard with what is left of the Foot Clan.
Looks like a prep school.
Is it a prep school?
No, but let me look at the kids.
That's a good point. Oh, he's upset. Tatsu! He's upset. I wish I could do that. Just take one look at something and chop it in half. I wish I could do that.
I really always liked him.
Hey, Tatu no lead.
No lead. Oh, look who's here. Back from the dead.
Yeah, with his helmet not as crushed as it first was.
As it was in the first film by our good friend Casey Jones. Yeah.
It's like, I'd love to know what metal that's made out of, that it just bounces right back.
Right.
And, well, we all know it's not vibranium or adamantium. Or is it? Look how sharp that thing is. Jeez.
You get out of line, he'll just headbutt you.
Mm-hmm.
Terry said Michael Bay owes you quite a lot of money.
Yeah, I was bringing that up a second ago. Yeah, that is true, Terry. He does owe me a lot of money. So, Michael, where's my check? Oh, you're right. It is. Yep, it is Channel 3 in this movie. I remember now. And here is the accomplished veteran actor, David Warner.
A.K.A. Sark, a.k.a. Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm. What character hasn't he played?
I'm sure something in Star Wars. Who knows?
Yeah. Does anyone know if he ever did conventions? Did he ever go to conventions, meet the fans?
I mean, possibly. I mean, if Malcolm McDowell can do them, I'm sure he can do them.
I wonder if David ever did. Because if he did, I wouldn't mind meeting him either.
The thing is, he was born in 46, 47, so he's about 70-something now.
Yeah.
But at least he's still alive in comparison to others of his ilk.
Mm-hmm. Grabs a TV guide. We're watching April. That's a giant Butterfinger and a big gulp that Mikey's got. There it is. Yeah, Butterfingers were the first candy I ever tasted.
Really?
Yep. First one I ever had. Because my parents knew that I was already a fan of peanut butter because of all the peanut butter sandwiches I had for lunch when I was a kid. Just made sense to them.
What is it with Donatello just eating salt? Like, he was putting enough salt on the pizza, now that.
I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, the interview was too short. We need more. We got more questions for you about this.
It's like, I might seem shady, but trust me, I'll be helpful later.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the thing when I first saw it. I first thought that, he just came off with like this kind of Baxter Stockman sort of feel.
Anyone remember collecting those action figures of the Turtles, including Baxter Stockman?
I have a bag of them. Wait, it's where I brought this guy out from.
Oh, you still
have a whole bunch of turtle toys.
You still have your Ninja Turtle action figures?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh boy, this ought to get interesting here, country.
Dude, I had Turtles and the wrestler action figures, and I would sit there and actually have wrestle matches between the both.
Look at the size of that bag of action figures, country. Gee whiz.
Now, I will say some of them have seen better days. But it's still a whole bag of like turtle toys, the figurines, accessories, a couple of vehicles that are in there.
Wow.
I would pull them out, but I feel like I'd be making too much noise with the bag and the mic and everything.
That's okay. Just the bag alone is worth 1,000 words. So
yeah, but I had to pull this guy out if nothing else.
No, I'm glad you did. It's great. It's great stuff, man. All power. More power to you. It goes to the collectors and the fans out there.
Yeah,
so
I'm thinking at some point I will have to give this away to like charity.
Oh yeah.
Or just like some mom who's like too poor to get her kids toys.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, to just have them sit around here, that's what you need to do. Like, obviously, they were first brought in just so we had toys to play with.
Mm-hmm.
That was what Turtles was all about before the movies came out and everything else. But
oh yeah,
I don't know. Like, I understand why some people collect them. I just can't hold on to stuff like that for very long. I want to be able to like pass down the fun of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all good, man. Well, whatever you decide to do, it's sure will be the right choice.
I know. I just don't want it to be like unnerdy of me to keep them, but not keep them.
You still got the artwork. That's all. Yeah, that's good enough. Look at the size of that flower. Jeez.
I got in trouble as a kid, and all mine got thrown away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez, that's a buzzkill, man.
I
Oh.
mean, I did get warned a few times. I mean, all my turtles got thrown away. All my wrestling action figures got thrown away.
Even the wrestlers got thrown
Oh
out?
yeah, I had rings, I had cages, dude. I was a huge fan when I was like 10 years old.
Dude.
I had all that stuff, and I did some. Can't remember what I did, but I remember getting warned over and over again. And when she finally came in and just scooped it all up and threw it in the dumpster, I was like, because I never thought that would happen because she's the one that paid for them. So.
Oh, that's a huge bummer. Does anyone remember having the Technodrome or the Turtle Van?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the blimp.
Oh, the blimp. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I had when I was a kid. When it comes to the turtle toys, I think I may have had the Turtle Van. Didn't think I had the Technodrome, and I'm not sure if I had the blimp or not, but I'm pretty sure I had the van at one point.
I had a badass.
The easiest one was always the cheapskate.
Pretty sure I had the van and a few of the Ninja Turtle figures. Pretty sure. And if they weren't mine, I probably took them from my brother. Because I have two older brothers, so that's what happens.
You took it from them, or they gave it to you?
I think they just gave it to me. They didn't care. Because they grew up and they went on to other properties and they started to become more of a fan of like skateboarding and
I'd say because my younger brother tried taking some of mine, never worked out too well for him.
other stuff. I don't know. I can't remember all of it anyway. So we're on the rooftop now with Splinter and the Turtles. He's explaining that there's more to this story than meets the eye about what April was talking to what's his name? David Warner's character in this movie. Why am I blanking?
Yeah, but anytime Splinter gives a speech, he was always so much better in the movies than he was in animated because he just felt like anytime he spoke, you really wanted to listen to him.
A wise sage, yeah. You have never seen this, but know what it is. Such good voice acting. And when you put the canister together, what does it spell? TGRI.
Yes, reporter's instinct.
I knew the script told me to say this. Great danger.
Donatello has a bit more of an emotional plot in this movie.
Splinter always sounds like he's about to turn into Mr. Miyagi and have him wax on, wax off.
Yeah, I was going to say, what does he say again? Wax on? Well, I mean, Mikey did a tribute to that when they were cleaning up April's apartment. He's like, hey, guys, check this. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, mouth off. I just like those zingers. I just like the camaraderie between the four. Granted,
yeah, that ooze is just not appealing looking.
And I didn't know what wax on, wax off meant until many, many years later when I actually sat down and watched the original Karate Kid movie. And I'm like,
really?
Makes sense to me.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't see the Karate Kid until much later in my life.
Oh, dude.
I saw it for the first time just a couple years ago. I'll be honest with you. But I'm glad that I did because it's a great movie. The Karate Kid is a great movie. So
now, see, that's how ninjas are supposed to enter a room, not crawling down the stairs and then jumping.
Yeah.
Which, in hindsight, now that I'm an elder statesman type person, I always wondered, how is it they were Ninja Turtles when, like, the only things that were covered were their eyes? Typically, your ninja is, like, covered head to toe, and the eyes are the only thing you can see.
Maybe they didn't have uniforms available in their size.
Well, they made costumes.
Or outfits. I don't know. I know, but I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make a poor attempt at a joke.
I know.
Right size.
It just always messed with me. It's like they're wearing the complete opposite of what a ninja would.
I don't know. Hey guys, it's a video game. All these blinking lights. Where do you put the quarters?
Hey guys, over there.
Oh look, it's a computer with one of those chairs.
Yeah, by the way, I love how they made Donnie just like a complete jackass goofball, but now he's the computer genius.
Mm-hmm.
He was barely a mechanic in the first movie, working on the damn truck with Casey Jones.
Oh man.
Hey man,
Yeah.
a lot can happen in between movies.
I mean,
This wasn't that long from the first movie.
I know that's kind of the
What was it,
crazy
like a
thing. Like
year,
the
2
movie came
years?
out a year
No,
later.
I mean, in the timeline of the story, I think it
Yeah.
was only like maybe a few months.
That is true.
Hey,
Yeah.
they
I mean,
grow fast, they learn fast.
yeah. I don't know what it says in the synopsis on was it IMDb or Wikipedia, but I'm wondering what the timeline is for the second film. Is it like a couple months later? Is it a year later when the film actually came out, or what?
I think in the storyline of the time, it's only been a few months because that's why they're staying at April's because the foot ransacked the first place.
Well, they burned it down actually in the first film. It got burned to the ground.
Right. And they know where their lair is downstairs, down in the sewers.
Oh, in the sewers. Yeah, that's right. And then April got a new place because she got a promotion at the end of the first film.
But yeah, this only could have been like, maybe a month after the final battle because I don't think Shredder is sticking around in the garbage for more than a month.
If anyone knows the exact timeline of what happens between the first and second film, let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you.
So unless Donatello was like taking weekend courses and wasn't telling anybody, yet he's somehow able to work the computer.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking about toys earlier. Terry chimes in. He says, I still got my Ninja Turtles figures. Good on you, Terry.
Yeah. Now I just got to figure out a proper way to get rid of them.
Terry still got his. What is this, a football game? Throw it now. Throw it. And you lost it.
Punt.
Oh, but then he just kicks it to the other side.
Aw.
Oh, that's a Bigfoot clam boy.
Yeah, that's a 7-footer right there. I don't get it. Let's see how this plan works out. A lot of backflips going on though. Right into the gut. Oh.
Oh God, I seriously just want to punch
This-
Donatello in the face after this one.
It's the stick that tripped him over. And there they go. They just disappear.
I've seen some of the kids they recruited to be in the foot. There's no way that they were all able to get out of that quick. I mean, half of them look like they're the biggest stoners I've ever been around.
Oh my!
I mean, I speak from experience. So,
oh, country. Oh, this was the only one.
it's funny how they try to make Shredder sound like Vader.
Who's the
If
model?
you-
Well, hey, if your windpipe is compressed by a garbage disposal, yeah, it might be a little gravelly.
Now, Mikey just said that the person on that poster, her name is Paulina, but what is her full name? Paulina what? Because she is a fitness model or something? I'm assuming. Paulina something? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
When she looks like that, she can afford having one name.
Paulina something. Hey, the inflatable globe. Anyone have one of those beach balls that were in the shape of a globe when they were a kid? Help you learn geography a little bit in your classroom?
Oh, with the inflatable globe that was so trendy back then.
Yeah, does anyone remember those in the 90s? I think I had one. I think our teacher had one. Oh, hey, Ernie Reyes.
We just had a regular one.
Oh, okay. I mean, just curious. Kino's here with another pizza.
Now, see, that would not fly today. Just like
Not at all.
Be like, oh yeah, well, your neighbor got a pizza, but he's not here.
Why am I reminded of How to Catch a Predator with that scene right there?
Oh man, dude.
Oh, because I watched that earlier on YouTube. I was watching Chris Hansen's best hits, and there was a guy brought a pizza in. I was like, "Jeez!" And even asked if he could sit there and eat his slice while he's getting interrogated by Hansen. I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's just And April clearly knows what she's doing with those nunchucks. No, she doesn't. She does not. She does not. Whoa!
Come on now.
Scooby-Doo
Ain't no
mystery,
way you're hurting
guys.
his foot.
Scooby-Doo mystery. Somebody was behind that that curtain there.
Close enough. Yep. For those of you who haven't seen the shirt today, the Renaissance artist in turtle mode.
Yes. Oh, and Ryan, earlier when you were asking me like about my name and all that, and I told you about my buddy who pretty much gave me that nickname.
Yeah.
He's got those actual turtles tattooed on his arm.
Nice. Well, wait,
Oh.
which versions?
Which?
The from the first movie.
Oh, the first
Okay,
movie.
okay.
Wow.
It is badass, man.
That's awesome, man. Sorry, I'm just checking on something here that appeared on my other screen. There we go. Got that taken care of and out of the way. That's been taken care of.
No. Yeah, sorry, Keno. It's too dangerous. You already got your ass whipped by some burglars before.
You couldn't fight yourself out of a plastic bag or bin.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Tell us how you really feel. I'm just kidding. Oh boy, sorry, I had a few notifications back there. 10,
I love Michelangelo cheating on the calisthenics.
Yep. 10 flips now. 91, 92, 1. Yeah. These are the most vicious creatures you could find.
Time for some Bebop Rocksteady.
Even though they're not called that in this movie. Oh, that's his name, Professor Jordan Perry. That's it. I remember the character's name now for David Warner.
Yeah, but it's Baxter Stockman. We know it's Baxter Stockman, but
it took me a minute there, but I had to figure it out.
Yeah, I can't. It really upset me that they couldn't use some of the things from the show just because Eastman and Laird were like, no.
Has to be different. There goes the ooze. So to get everyone a little bit of an update here, we are about the, what am I looking at here? 33-minute mark, I believe. Yeah, 33 minutes or so into the movie. So if you want to queue up your copy of the film, whether it's through a streaming service or physical media, feel free to do so. We are still in the midst of this wonderful 30th anniversary celebration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And if you have any thoughts or memories about the film, drop them in the comment section. Our producers are going to be keeping an eye on it as we go throughout the course of the night, whether you are watching us live or if you're watching the replay. Feel free to leave as many comments as you want down below. Do appreciate it, and thanks to all of you who are tuning in for tonight's festivities with us live. Oh, I love this. That's right. I didn't know what that meant until I saw it many years later, and it eventually became one of my all-time favorite movies. Mikey was just quoting some lines from one of the greats known as Casablanca. One of the best films ever made, with Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman.
All right, now this is just coming to mind. Where was Raphael's hat and trench coat from the first movie if they were going out in the rain?
That's actually a good question. I really like that outfit. Whatever happened to that outfit? That is a good question. I will say, though, the NECA came out with the Ninja Turtle figures not too long ago. I do have the 2-pack of Raphael in disguise and Casey Jones.
Nice.
Yep. That's definitely a collector's item that I am not going to get rid of.
Classic fight.
Oh, absolutely. Cricket. You want to know? You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. Cricket. A Hosakan Psycho Bat. Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. It was a 2-for-1 sale, pal. Oh, that first movie is so many good
so
memories.
New York.
So many good memories, though.
Did you do a watch along for the 30th on the first one?
I believe we did.
Well, it was funny because that was last year when they had the
30th
celebration, and
anniversary.
it was one of the few things that you would see online that, oh yeah, we're getting all the original cast back together and we're doing a Zoom call for all of our fans. I'm like,
they did.
Okay, that's cool. I can understand that.
Yep, they did, and it was fun to watch. It's still there, so if anyone ever missed out on that, you can find it on the YouTube channel. TMNT 1990 is the name of the YouTube channel. You can find that on. Hosted by Judith Hogue, aka the original April O'Neil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so good on Judith
station.
for doing that. An abandoned train station.
Technically, the real one isn't abandoned.
Or not abandoned, but it's...
Yeah, no. Trains actually will travel through the area in New York. So it was just one of those things where they shut it down for the time of filming, but if you get on the right train, you will pass through here.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I still have yet to do that, and I really should.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, man, you're a hop, skip, and a jump away. So
pretty much. That's why I like the idea that they set the whole thing in New York, because technically the animated show, it wasn't set in any particular town. It was New York adjacent, sure, but it really didn't feel like New York. This is New York, though.
They just need a few lessons on how to properly eat pizza.
It breaks my heart seeing that. It's like Trump when he used a knife and fork. It's like, Jesus Christ.
There are ways to eat pizza, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, there are a lot of ways, but there's only one right way. So...
Oh, jeez. Oh, we're back at the news station that's been updated since the first film.
Still kind of looks like somewhat of a Christopher Reeve's Superman movie.
Oh, yeah, you think?
Yeah, a little bit. It's got that older vibe to it. Look at the suspenders look.
At least it's a different boss than the first one who had the problem child.
Yeah. That was Danny and Charles Pennington. Charles Pennington was the father.
Yes.
And the son was Danny, but then at the end of the film, he's like, Dad, just call me Dan now, okay? Dan. I can tell that she's busy with her career now that she can't answer the phone.
I like she's got a corner office.
She does. Paige Turco hasn't really aged. I mean, she hasn't really aged all that much, really.
I saw a picture of the other day, and I was actually looking up more about the film.
Sure.
I think she looks better than she did back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people just have that quality. They don't age much, or they don't age at all. No ears, but they can still hear that phone call. You can still hear everything that's coming out of that phone. They can hear it, and they don't even have ears.
Beautiful.
In the payphone.
Yeah, country. You'll have to remind me. Since I know in the third movie they end up with the masks off at some point. Mm-hmm. Do you see the ear holes?
Oh. And that payphone has been ripped from the wall. They're just holding it by itself. Is that even possible? Is that even possible for a phone like that to still work?
I mean, as long as the cords are still connected and you got a quarter, sure. Then again, Donatello's tech savvy all of a sudden, so maybe he hotwired the damn thing.
Yeah, you're right. You probably hotwire the phone.
Jesus Christ.
Eesh. Something's going on in that cage back there. And leave us.
Who the master? Mama? Mm-hmm. My favorite parts. Mama!
Yeah. Yep. I know the 2-pack of Toka, Razor, and even I think, what is it, the Shredder and Super Shredder are getting harder and harder to find from NECA.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Toka and Razor have been selling like hotcakes.
Now, see, I was never too upset by these two because at first I thought that Toka was Spike or Slash.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, okay, well, they're just using two different mutants.
Yep. It's not Bebop and Rocksteady, that's for sure.
Hmm? Mama? Ah!
Who's this person again?
Mama!
Yeah. Now,
Who are they looking for? Man, they make Shredder look pretty small. in that sequence.
I'm sorry, just hearing a man like Shredder yell, babies! It's just so wrong.
He's very upset right now. He's angry. Okay, the stupid infants. As David Warner would say in this movie. Seriously, you're making a big deal over a guy testing his strength and you're telling him to put that down? Give me a break.
No, he's not telling the guide about testing his strength. He's telling a baby about testing his strength.
No, I guess you're right.
You got to corral the whole damn garbage bin now. You know?
Yeah, you're
Got
probably
to monitor.
Right. Doggone it.
Maybe one of those nanny cams that's in a teddy bear.
I remember seeing one of those one time in a little indie film called Meet the Parents.
I wonder if you'd have to have like a caption for this film nowadays saying that no
animals were harmed during the course of this production. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, because that's the funny thing. Because I mean, anyone that's watched the movie, you know that eventually you see the animals that they came from, and those aren't puppets; those are real animals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly who this person is, but that's all right. We'll worry about it later.
There's the bridge I always try to sell people.
Oh, really? There's Kino.
Wait a minute. Okay, the black guy behind Kino, was that Michael J. White?
Wait a minute, seriously? Wait a minute.
Yeah, it sure is.
Is it? Wait a minute, is it?
Yeah.
It looks like Michael J. White.
That's
Michael J. White?
Yeah, that sure
is. Oh
my
gosh.
Wow, good eye.
If I take it.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So
Michael J. White is one of those guys that barely has aged that badly either. It's like you take away the goatee, and that's him, basically.
I cannot believe you noticed
that. Yeah,
that.
that's pre-Spawn. So.
Oh my.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. I wouldn't have noticed it had you not pointed.
Yeah, no, seriously, I've seen this movie like dozens of times. I never noticed that.
Oh, we'll have to check in the credits once they start rolling.
Okay. Either that. I mean, we can always someone. If anybody in the comments wants to look up Wikipedia or the IMDb page for it, see if Michael J. White is in this movie. In the backstage area.
I mean, it's not unheard of, considering they probably had to get like any kind of young, talented martial artist at the time. And if I think about ones that you would have had in like the early '90s, there's not exactly a big roster of people to pull from that weren't already working on like Power Rangers.
Michael J. White, that is a name for the ages for sure.
Now the question is, do we actually get to see him in action with all this? That's what I want to know. Or was he just there because they needed like a black guy to look like a tough one, you know? Because that's just wrong.
We need cameos.
The token one.
Need cameos back here. Anybody see him in the scene? I'm trying to look for him, but I don't think I see him. Don't get me that easy. Oh, roundhouse kick, baby. Come on. Nice move. 15 seconds to remove all that. He had a bit of an assist there, but
yeah, that apparently no one could see because they went ahead and blinded their own vision to test him. What sense does that task make? It's like, I'm going to judge you on what I can't see.
Now, I believe it was Country. You brought this up a little bit earlier on. You said you remember watching this movie time and time again on VHS.
Oh, when I was younger, yeah.
Do you remember and this is something that we discussed a little bit backstage here before we went live here for the 30th anniversary of TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze tonight. Did you watch that video I sent you with those previews that they had on the VHS tape back in the day?
I remember seeing you send it to me. Just been
You-
so busy today. I went to the,
Oh, it's okay.
had to go doctor early, get a physical done, and handle some other stuff for work. So I
Sure.
hadn't gotten around to actually watching it yet.
It's okay. I mean,
It was an unopening of the actual VHS tape, wasn't it?
it was like the opening, previews and sequences that took place before they actually started the movie. It
Yeah,
was
I think I saw
previewed-
the first one that appeared, and
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Yep. So we were talking about some of us were talking about this earlier on today. I sent them a link to the opening of the Teenage Ninja Turtles 2 VHS tape, which you can find on YouTube, by the way. The previews were for Suburban Commando, starring Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd at the time. And the other preview was for a film called Step Kids that later went on to be retitled Big Girls Don't Cry, They Get Even. And I was really looking forward to seeing both films. What's that?
They retitled it to that?
Yeah, it went from being simply called Step Kids to Big Girls Don't Cry, They Get Even. And I'm thinking to myself, who in their right mind would want to retitle that movie? Because Step Kids is the perfect summation of what that film is all about. And I eventually wound up seeing it. Granted, I saw it on YouTube, but hey, someone posted it. It wasn't me. And I watched it and I'm thinking, this film would have been so much better if it were just called Step Kids because it makes so much more sense. Now,
yeah, meanwhile, a title of that, when you have something that long that's that scandalous sounding, it kind of sounds like you're getting it from the other video store.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go down that road necessarily, but I see where you're going with that. But the first film I was talking about, Suburban Commando, I eventually ended up seeing Suburban Commando later on. I was like, boy, this film it's got its moments, but man, is it cheesy bad. It's so bad it may be good because Christopher Lloyd, he in a way, he kind of makes that movie, Suburban Commando. I was frozen today. I mean,
yes, that one.
One of my favorites though, Camp Nowhere.
I mean, that wasn't involved in these previews for this.
Well, yeah, true. I'm talking about Christopher Lloyd.
No, yeah, that's a good point. And by the way, I did a rewatch of that not too long ago, known as Camp Nowhere. Doesn't quite hold up as much as I remembered it when I was a kid, but you know what? Not a lot of films do, but it still has its moments.
Yeah, no, everything happens in a bubble when it comes to stuff like this.
It really does. And plus, in that movie Camp Nowhere, just a little quick side note, you had Christopher Lloyd and Thomas F. Wilson, a.k.a. Doc Brown and Biff Tannen in the same movie again.
Yep.
In Camp Nowhere.
Wasn't Thomas F. Wilson, wasn't he the sheriff?
He was the cop tracking him down, yeah.
Yep.
That's right. He was the sheriff.
I haven't watched that movie since the 90s, but I remember it. That was one of the first times I saw, I think, Jessica Alba on screen.
What? Wait a minute. Jessica Alba was in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to go back and double check on that. But anyway, I do know that, just fun fact, quick side note for all you viewers out there. If you are interested in seeing the movie Camp Nowhere, it is available to stream on Disney+.
Ooh, I know what I'll be watching probably soon.
There you go. That's how I found it. That's how I ended up rewatching it again. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, both clubbing each other in the head.
Yeah, again, you can tell with the fact that they didn't want the Turtles to use the violence. Note, his bow staff doesn't actually hit anybody.
That was
They knock
easy.
themselves out.
A little too easy. Hey, look. It's Raph.
About to get set fire to like a witch.
It's a little too Raph. Yeah, let's just flip over everything. Let's do that. Can we do that?
It's like they're not even looking at his reaction. It's like, he looks a little upset. Maybe we shouldn't be coming here.
Huh.
Donatello being scientific about it a little bit. They would jump the trap on us about right about...
And boom.
How do you not see a net like that?
Anyone else got an answer for that? I don't. Let me see. What am I looking at here?
Turtles, I am your father.
About 49 minutes into the film. For those of you who are trying to keep track at home, you want to queue up your copy on streaming service or physical media, feel free to do so. About a little bit more than halfway through the film up to this point.
Well, the Turtles about to meet their demise. Is this going to be it for the Turtles? Find out next time, right here.
Ultimate cliffhanger. First them, then you. Look at him on that. Look at him on that pedestal with that cape. Look at that. You see that? Oh. I mean, if someone were to buy me the NECA version of the Shredder from the first film, I wouldn't say no. But when I ended up getting the NECA Turtles, I just thought, you know what? I just want the Turtles and Splinter and Casey Jones. And if they ever release an April O'Neil action figure from NECA, I'll get that. But other than that, don't really care to get the Shredder or a Foot Clan member. That, Oh, bow and arrow. There you go. First time we see Splinter use weapons.
And say Cowabunga again.
Mm-hmm. We brought insurance. We brought a backup plan.
I'm a little surprised Shredder isn't going after Splinter. He's just standing there. You figure of everybody, he'd be most pissed at him.
You're the rat that gave me the scar.
You want to know how I got these scars? You want to know how I got them? Sorry, wrong movie, wrong property, but still
funny.
Still good though. And I'm sure there's a T-shirt out there that says those certain lines from that character. Boy, they're just going after him, aren't they? Oh, look, he's still there. Nope. Who can get to the top of that bow staff first? Oh. You win. And he just leaves.
Yeah, it's going to take him about 4 days to get back.
Yeah, our backup's leaving us. Awesome.
Open up the cage and let the dogs out. Oh, I love that. That's actually one of my favorite. There's a free
plug for the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite lines in this movie.
Well, especially who turns out to be at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm. And then especially after I started watching wrestling years later after I saw this movie. I'm like, oh, WrestleMania, I get that reference now.
So was the Turtles the reason why you started watching wrestling?
No, I was actually flipping around the channels one day and I just happened to come across WCW Monday Nitro. And then I saw this really big, tall guy named Kevin Nash. And he came out to the ring, powerbombed everybody in sight, or something went down. I can't remember exactly. But once that happened and I heard Wolfpack music and he holds up the immortal Wolfpack sign, I'm like, yeah, I like this. I'm going to stick around. I want to see what comes next. And then I just became a wrestling fan. I mean, later on, I started watching, the other half of the Monday Night Wars, WWF at the time. And then I became a fan of both at the time. So it was fun. It was fun getting into wrestling back then. Oh, I thought you were human, but no, you're a turtle. Just saying.
I'm really surprised how our humans aren't really completely freaked out when they see these giant turtles.
Like a bowling ball.
Like you compare it to April O'Neil when she first sees them in the first movie. Everyone else is just like, huh? What? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. April did have a freak out sequence within the first film.
Yes, but that was an appropriate freak out sequence.
It was.
Between Kino and the doctor there, it's like
Oh yeah, because Kino just fainted. He's like,
No, he didn't faint to the turtles. He fainted to Splinter.
Yeah.
Oh right. When he saw Splinter. I'm sorry. Yeah, not the turtles exactly, but Splinter.
Yeah, because green bald guys. That's typical for New York, but a giant rat, unheard of.
Hey, giant rats are typical too.
I know he should be more prone, the giant rat.
He looked too clean to be like one of the normal rats.
Yeah, if he was a little bit dirtier, it was like, oh, it's just a typical New York rat. He had to have that shower.
Showers.
The rat showers.
So important. Oh, we're going home, guys. Going back to the sewers.
Somehow already right here to our lair. I love this part.
Not gonna fit.
Oh, but he can't get in. Hey, look at this.
It's as if those spikes on his back are actually useful. Not at all rubber.
Mm-hmm. We actually talked about this in our most recent episode of Battle of the Nerds. This was a question about David Warner. How many Star Trek films had he appeared in? And the answer was 2.
Yeah, one was The Undiscovered Country, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the other one was the film that is pretty bad, Final Frontier.
Okay, that makes sense because they were one after
AKA
the other.
Star Trek 5, and then he appeared again in Star Trek 6, which is The Undiscovered Country.
Mm-hmm. The technical last one of the original cast.
Yeah, which is a miles ahead of it, like way better film than the 5th one was. But then again, the bar was set really low. If not, it was on the ground. In regards to Star Trek 5 and 6, not counting the whole franchise. Much to tell us. Now he just can't believe what just happened. He's like, I'm seeing a rat. Mutated rat, of course. But yeah, when you get a chance, Country, that VHS opening to the TMNT 2 is it's very good nostalgia, man. There's not only is there an ad for those 2 different movies, there's an ad for the Burger King Kids Club at the top at the top of the intro for that video. So just so you know, when you go in, you're going to see an ad for Burger King Kids Club, and I'm thinking, wow, so much nostalgia right now.
I kind of miss fast food mascots.
Do you?
Yeah, Ronald McDonald barely does anything anymore. The Burger King, after all the whole creepy big head thing, you don't see him anymore. Mm-hmm. They finished the Harold and Kumar movies. Mm-hmm. I mean, Burger King needed something youthful. The Kids Club had a little something for everybody. Mm-hmm. I personally liked Wheels, the one in a wheelchair.
From Burger King Kids Club. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Yep.
Because there was the photographer, there was the one who was all jacked up with remote controls. Mm-hmm. There was the token black guy. Yep. I think he was like sports oriented.
Yep.
There was at least one girl. I don't know who it was.
Mm-hmm. Bringing up some memories here, guys. Like I said, you can find it at our good friends at YouTube. It's on there.
And yet they didn't keep anything around. I don't even think Burger King even has kids meals anymore.
God, I haven't been to Burger King in so long.
That's a bummer that they don't have kids meals at Burger King anymore, man.
Meanwhile, McDonald's is selling their Happy Meals with Raya and the Last Dragon toys. So, I mean, they're keeping up.
New movie is out. Got to keep up promotion.
As long as Disney is around, there will always be toys and a Happy Meal.
Oh yeah,
that's actually a good point. Yeah, because I remember getting a lot of them when I was a kid. I mean, granted, the last thing I remember getting, this wasn't in the what is it called, the Happy Meal? I don't think it was, but this was something you could buy outside of the Happy Meal, where those glasses from 1995 when Batman Forever was coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember those glasses, the white one. They had the different designs of Batman, Robin. Who was it?
Two-Face
and Riddler.
The Riddler.
Two-Face.
Yeah, I have 3 of the 4.
Oh, you have 3 of the 4? You still got them?
Yeah, hold on.
That's awesome, man. Somebody is really good in the collector's aisle over here. You gotta love these visual aids or visual presentations on this program. First we get Ninja Turtles artwork.
Sorry.
Then we get Ninja Turtles action figures. We got a Batarang off side number 3.
There it is.
There it is. Let's take a look at that.
Batman one.
Wow.
Yeah, baby. I remember that like it were yesterday.
And I have the Riddler and the Two-Face one, which was smaller, squattier ones. The only one I'm missing is Robin.
Robin. Okay. If anyone has a Robin from 1995 McDonald's glass available out there, let us know in the comment section below. Or you can send
we
Ryan.
Can discuss pricing, yes.
Then you can discuss it with Ryan the Real Dealer Regan, who will plug his stuff towards the end of this broadcast.
This Batarang, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Batarang, anybody?
I was so pissed off when I got this thing because you can't detach it from the stand.
Oh, that's so wrong. Come on.
Like, I may just pry it off one day just for that.
Might as well. So Toka and Razor are tearing apart the city to throw in a warning to the turtles here. We are just about an hour into the film. For those of you who are trying to keep track of at home of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze, if you want to queue up your copy for the last 25 or 30 minutes, feel free. If you have any memories, drop them in the comment section below. Flipping over cars.
Oh, is that a cream-colored Ford Tempo in the background? God. Sorry, that was the first car I ever had.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. Same police chief.
Chief Stearns is back from the first film.
Yeah, still doing nothing.
He's just trying to make up stories. He's like, yeah, everything's under control, but not really.
Sounds like the police chief in New York.
I mean, the Commissioner Gordon in the Burton universe didn't do anything. With all due respect to the actor, I'm just saying, like, you weren't given much to work with, Pat Hingle, so there you go.
Yeah, but he knew enough to light up the bat signal.
Yeah, that scene at the end of that first movie, oh, so good. So good.
Even though he wasn't the best Commissioner Gordon, he's still the one I think of because he was really the first one I saw.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Grew up on those films as well as the animated series. Like everyone else did. So there are very dangerous things out there, but what are they?
Your job.
I can't tell you.
Like, I don't know, looking at you up and down in your uniform.
I can't. Oh, I can't tell you. I wish I knew how to tell you. Sorry.
Doesn't even drive his own car. He gets chauffeured around. The lazy son of a bitch.
Yep.
Sorry. I know I'm supposed to be PC, but considering we're talking New York police people, it's like, that's a sore spot for me.
That's all right. We may get a few comments in the comment section down below after this video goes up on our YouTube channel, but who knows? You never know.
Well, I'm just saying, if there's anybody in the comments that also happens to live in the tri-state area like I do,
you may know a thing or
two. We can discuss if you need to, but I think the evidence is pretty clear.
Hello, April. Vinny.
I'm Freddie.
Freddie, excuse me, Freddie. Our master has a message for your friends. Yeah, very threatening there, buddy.
Smack.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, not even a slap. It's like this movie has taken all the venom out of the first one.
Your career as my cameraman is over.
You are finished here, man.
Now on, I'm using Vern.
Oh, look, it's a Simpsons glass that he's using to give her a drink. Product placement.
Yeah, they made mention of that when I was reviewing the film. They really tried to lean more on like pop culture stuff for this movie as opposed to the first movie, just so it made it a little bit more family friendly and a little bit more, let's bring the kids in since we're not going to be showing that much violence. I'm like, damn it, show me the violence. Desensitize me.
Jerry.
I don't need a Simpsons glass.
There might be a way. Oh, there is this old saying called, where there's a will, there's a way.
It's a big ass dropper.
Is it? I didn't do really well in biology class as a kid. I didn't really like it at the time. I know this has nothing to do. I know he's doing something completely different. He's using chemistry rather than biology. But
I love chemistry class.
I'm like, dude, I'm not very good at science, so just leave it to the experts because I'm not one of them.
I got lucky. I got stuck with the same teacher for biology and chemistry, and he happened to be one of the coolest teachers in school.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he was fun.
Nice,
He'd call you out on your shit too.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
There you go.
I got busted. I think I was cheating one time in his class. Oh, he called me out in front of everybody.
Oh,
and made one of the most burned down jokes that I've ever heard in my life.
Yikes, man.
He told me, he said, what are you going to do when you get on and get married? Are you going to be watching The Neighbors? I was like, oh, yeah, right in front of the class. Boy, I was like, whew.
Nice.
Burn City.
There's a story from one's past. By the way, a moment ago we saw Kino eating pizza. Was he eating the pizza correctly there, Ryan? Was Kino eating the pizza correctly when we just saw a moment ago before they?
No, none of them have. I mean, I can't fault the turtles because,
Well, look at Kino. He's holding the pizza like that.
Going all penguin-wise. It's hard to fold.
All right, well, Kino.
But of course, they're using the goddamn Simpsons glass again.
Again.
They have a collector's set. What is this?
It's Bart Simpson nonetheless.
Now, what if you could find that actual glass now?
That is a very good question. Does anyone have those out there? If anyone does, let us know in the comment section down below.
That one I don't.
Okay. Well, if anyone has them, let us know.
I could probably go to Goodwill and find one, I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
eBay.
they always have glassware.
Maybe. Ice cube trays. What is your idea, Mikey? We got to find out in the next sequence, baby. We're going to find out in the next scene or two here what Michelangelo's plan is for putting down Toka and Razor. What's the name of that donut place?
Yeah, see,
Simply.
What's the name of that donut place? I can't see it.
Simply Donuts.
Simply Donuts. Is there an actual place called that?
No. That's definitely movie magic right there.
That's Creative Liberties. Okay.
Which, I'm sorry, why donuts? We've been hawking pizza this entire franchise, and all of a sudden they want to throw donuts out there.
And then we just go with donuts? I mean, if you want to talk about donuts being a product placement within a feature film, look up 2017 Saban's Power Rangers, because in that movie it was great donut product placement. Sure. For Krispy Kreme, no less. I didn't even know Krispy Kreme was still around.
Really?
In 2017, I thought that place went under a few years back.
Oh yeah, no. They've been on the rise as Dunkin's been rebranding themselves.
Oh.
My boss will bring in every so often. He'll bring in Hertz donut.
Oh really?
Oh my God!
Wow.
He's got all the craft donuts.
Oh geez, that's a blast from anyone's past. Oh, they're back.
Round two.
They're ready for fun. They're ready for.
Oh, I have to say, kind of cheap that they went ahead and gave armor to Razor, but Toka, nah, you got a shell
with spikes on the back of it.
That's speciest to turtles.
With
I
spikes
used to love my
though.
Toka action figure.
What's that? What's that country?
I used to love my Toka action figure.
Oh, there you go.
Just because of the spikes on the shell.
I mean, just out of curiosity, what's everyone's favorite place to get donuts nowadays?
Traditional pre-fight donut. Such bullshit. Oh.
Anyone have a favorite donut place?
Simply.
Yeah.
I mean, there's duck donuts always, of course.
Yeah.
And anytime you can get like a maple bacon donut, it's just an experience.
There you go.
I like Hertz donut just because of the different varieties you can get, but I think Krispy Kreme is always going to be one of my favorite.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. He's going for it. Toka and Razor are going.
I love all
donuts.
the drool.
It didn't even look like a donut. It looked like a bad beignet. It's like, come on.
Which is part of Michelangelo's plan. Question is it going to work? Is it?
Yeah, you get one too. Don't worry, Toka. Here you go.
Give him one. Give him one.
I'm just saying, there's no way they could have found a way to use pizzas.
Have another one.
Yeah.
Is that another one?
It's just so suspect.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he finds the.
And that is a nasty looking ice cube. I'm sorry. That's like the kind of thing that's got like a spider in it.
That's an ice cube that he just found.
That is some bullshit.
And the plan has been ruined.
Now, how are you going to seriously get them to eat every single donut for that to take effect?
I'm just saying, if you had ice cubes, why aren't you using something that would use ice cubes? You know, give them all like a big gulp and just put them in there, and they'll drink it all eventually when it all melts. Bagels, God.
I'll take the ugly one.
Which one's the ugly one? The best line in the whole movie. And here we go.
Vanilla Ice, Tom. Jesus.
The thing that put the movie on the map. Van Winkle's right. No.
Yeah, Rob Van Winkle.
Nowadays, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if like a club tried to do something like this and have like a stage show where everyone's all costumed up, because now it would just be for safety.
Right.
Like that would be perfect. Just have like a big old like, you know,
is a ninja
battle.
Unless you go down to Miami, man, where they just don't care.
So we're at the club sequence within this film. This is where things take a bit of a turn.
Ice is feeling it. Ice is feeling it.
Mm-hmm. And this is where the iconic song known as Ninja Rap was born in 1991, right here. Have you ever seen the turtle get down? Slam and jam to the new... I can't help it, guys. I remember some of these lyrics. I cannot help it.
People can say what they want, man. Vanilla Ice was hot back in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm. And this is how
except when he started in his own movie.
And well, this is how I was introduced to Vanilla Ice's music through this movie.
I mean, his song got played all the time. I mean,
still does.
Yeah.
And
so
you heard this karaoke room in the building.
Yep, and
go ninja, go ninja, go.
Yeah, and
go
Vanilla
ninja,
Ice
go
has
ninja,
gone on
go.
tour with men or
Go,
professional stunt guys who dress up as the Turtles, and they go to conventions and they perform this song.
I'm sorry, just all the ponytails kills me. It's like, oh my god, this is the early '90s.
Rat Tail Central, man.
What? I didn't order any extras. Get the phone. I want the police. Come on, go get him. Hurry up. This is a good man. It's a good song. Not gonna lie.
Could you even use that word now? Retarding the reaction? I mean, scientifically, it makes sense to use that word, but
I think in a scientific sense, you could probably still use it, but in other ways, not so much. Nope, fire extinguisher. That's gonna help. Genius, pure genius.
They're missing out on all the fun.
Yeah, because they're meditating.
I'm meditating with a rat.
We should be out there with the guys. Which he really can do. I mean, no question about it.
Until he gets thrown in the hamper, like Ryan said.
It's like you see him reacting like this, and it's like, yeah, that was so Raphael in the first movie.
I guess it sort of kind of like that sequence that had Splinter, trying to talk to Raph in the middle of the night when he got home from fighting off with Casey Jones. When he says to him, "I am here, my son." Sorry, that's a line from the first film, but I can't help it.
Yeah, that reminds me. Who did Ernie Reyes play in the first film? Which one was he?
He was just a foot soldier, I believe, wasn't he? Country?
Oh, he was just a foot soldier.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a foot soldier in the first film. Barrel roll.
He's got the teen angst thing going, so I mean, it works.
Barrel roll. There they go. They're down for the count. And here comes the fire extinguisher plan.
Sorry, I just got you.
Being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Slam and jam to the new sweet sound. Yeah. Oh. Such good times, guys. Such good times. They like it.
They like it. We're making money.
Get off
Go
the
ahead,
phone.
get some more crispy hair. Get out of here.
You don't need them anymore. Okay, they like it. I'm hanging up the phone now. I'm hanging up the phone. Man, these turtles sure know how to dance in 1991.
God damn it.
Look at these dance moves here, fellas.
It's like in this sequence, okay, yes, it makes sense not to be using the weapons because too many innocent civilians.
Oh, look at that. Double team. What? Wow. Oh, flip over the table. There you go.
Oh, this move.
Wait a minute.
Boom.
Wasn't there somewhat of a similar move used in the first Three Ninjas movie with Rocky Colt and Tum Tum?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else remember Three Ninjas? Man, that was a fun movie back then. Still is. I got it on DVD. Actually, I got the first two on DVD. Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Kickback.
Choreography.
There you go. Go.
See, this scene always reminds me of like the Coming Out of Our Shells stage show that they used to do.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. when they used to have like a traveling show where it was like they were all decked out like rock stars, but all the suits didn't have shells on them, so they were coming out of the shells.
Oh,
And
boy.
Shredder showed up, and Baxter Stockman showed up, and they all had like signature songs.
Oh, wow. How long did that last?
You never saw it coming out of our shells?
I don't think I have.
Oh my god! Oh, that is like the most 90s Turtles things you'll ever watch.
Is that on YouTube? Can we find that?
Oh, it's got to be. Yes.
All right, we're gonna look for that. If not later tonight, I'm gonna look for it tomorrow. Because I'm curious about this now, Ryan. Coming out of our shell? Okay. That's a good point. Or it's an interesting piece of information that I was not aware of.
The audience is all reacting like they know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if these are lyrics from the actual song or if this person's making them up. W Red 51 goes on to say, "Yo, April, word of advice: drop those zeros and get with a hero." Signed, Vanilla Ice. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure if that's part of the song or not. And then W Red 51 goes on to say, "We should watch Three Ninjas after this. Sorry, that is not part of tonight's programming, but you are more than welcome to watch that movie on your own time."
We might do that as part of a throwback on my other show.
Hey, if you do it, I'm with you, man. I mean, I got it on DVD as well. I'm more than happy to dive back into that.
Guitar.
Back into that universe. I mean, Rocky Colt and Tum Tum. I mean, come on. And the bullies in that movie, and then the basketball sequence in the first movie. Oh man, is it so good, cool. I learned that move from a rat.
So, in the end, Kino was no help whatsoever.
I guess he only made things worse, didn't he?
Pretty much.
Well, Toka and Razor have been transformed back to their original forms, known as a snapping turtle and a wolf. So those two enemies have been defeated, but what happened to the Shredder?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
What happened to the Shredder?
Into another garbage truck.
They played some music, and it got so loud that it exploded Shredder through a window. Or threw him through a window, I should say. And he had a little canister of the Ooze from TGRI. Is that it? Whoa, wait a minute.
Here comes Kevin Nash.
Wait a minute. What's this? Oh boy, I think business is about to pick up.
I just love how the mutagen added more metal to the damn thing.
Right.
Oh my goodness, look at this. A super shredder has arrived.
Now he is a can opener.
I see what you did there, Ryan.
Always.
Had no idea that this was the same Kevin Nash, and I would end up watching 7 years later on WCW's Monday Nitro in 1998. Didn't have a clue. At the time, anyway. Look at the size of this guy. Man. Has anyone ever cosplayed as Super Shredder at conventions?
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah, it's basically all just one big muscle suit, obviously, but...
Oh, my goodness.
Are any conventions around you guys, like, opening back, like, coming back anytime soon?
One of ours just went down on Sunday. It was a local convention. It was at a, what do you call it, a Clarion Hotel in Frederick, Maryland, and it went down and everything was fine. I got an Instagram post from an artist that I follow on social media, and she was there. It seemed like everything was fine, and I saw a few other people that are acquaintances that I know of post their pickups, the toys, and the stuff that they got at the convention. It sounds like it went over well. And granted, they were pretty safe.
We're not going to get anything around here until New York Comic Con at best.
Yeah, everybody was wearing masks. Everybody was doing their best to be socially distant at the convention that I'm speaking of. But in regards to what you just said, Ryan, yeah, I don't think conventions are going to open up. Some of them, anyway, aren't going to open up for a little while.
And by the way, this is like one of the most unclimactic endings. It's like he just has the pier dropping himself, and they play Dead Man's Float.
Yep, it's not the best final battle sequence you would want to see in a movie like this. Just kind of ends abruptly.
Which I'm sorry. In the first movie, he was crushed by a garbage truck.
Yeah.
This was just a bunch of wood, and he was stronger.
By a pier, no less. And by the way, I feel like the show has become more Ryan's complaint list against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cinematic franchise. So if anyone in the backstage area wants to retitle this video after it goes up tomorrow, go right ahead, because apparently Ryan just likes to complain during these shows.
Look, I love the movies for what they were and everything, but you can't tell me that there isn't a difference between the first movie and then the second, and then even the third is even more outlandish.
Yeah.
They're all three different movies, even if they're in the franchise. They're all different qualities, all different kinds of stories, and there's a little something for everybody. I'm more of a first movie guy.
Well, yeah.
Country's obviously a third movie guy.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I'm a first movie guy myself.
Yeah.
I enjoy the first movie more than the other two, but I still like the trilogy as a whole. I still enjoy it.
Yeah, no, it works as a trilogy, sure.
Yeah, I still like it.
I mean, don't forget, when we were all young kids and we were watching this sort of stuff, this was like the only trilogy that we could probably get into first and foremost. We all weren't watching Back to the Future at that age.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, this was one of the first trilogies I remember watching. You're right. First trilogies, a lot of us remember watching as kids. Good point.
Me is probably always going to be Back to the Future.
Practice harder.
They got that out fast.
And remember,
go ninja, go.
That movie went by quick.
Well, we're looking at the runtime here on the monitor. It says this movie's only an hour 28 minutes, and that's without credits. So it's like an hour 21 minutes altogether. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, at an hour 21 minutes, at least in film total runtime, not counting the credits, mind you. But that brings us to the end here, and I got to say, this was a lot of fun. I hope, for those of you watching at home, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any memories or anything that you want to share with us that you didn't get a chance to share during the live portion of this broadcast, you can always drop those in the comment section below if you're watching this on a replay. But before we head out of here, Country, where can the good people of the interwebs find you online and everything you have coming up?
Every Wednesday night, you can find me doing my podcast, The Ginger Chronicles. We try to do it live every Wednesday night. This Wednesday, we are doing a recap of Zack Snyder's epic, and I mean epic because I freaking loved it. I don't care what the haters want to say. Zack Snyder's Justice League. And Ryan, I believe you're joining me, right?
I will be there.
Awesome. And other Ryan, if you're down, you want to join, feel free. Let me know, man. You can join. Everybody tune in this Wednesday night. And also Friday night, you can find me and my buddy Hennessy Williams as we do the Country and Henny show live every Friday night. And just check us out on those 2 nights.
Well, that sounds bossa nova, my man. So thank you very much for being here.
And then you can find us on Facebook and all that stuff as well. YouTube.
Yeah, I can't help it. First movie, I still got some first movie memories in my head, but I got to think of the second one. Anyway, Ryan, the Real or Deal O'Regan, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Where can the good people of the interwebs find you online and everything that you have coming up?
Well, I'm trying to keep it a little bit more simplistic nowadays. Not too many channels, not too many different things going on. So if anything, you can always find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and now TikTok at Real or Deal. So that's REEL, because I do like to do my occasional film reviews, especially on TikTok now. It's a different thing if you can try to do it in 1 minute. So it's you really got to cram it all in there, which I actually did do for Justice League. One for the good stuff, one for the bad stuff. And Country, I would want to come on and talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League, but if you thought I was harsh about this movie.
No, come on. I've got a buddy of mine who's coming on. He hated it. He liked it better in 2017.
Haters are going to hate, brother.
I didn't hate it, but
I'm welcoming on all perspectives of this movie.
Yes.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and we will respect it no matter what. So, but Ryan, the Real or Deal O'Regan, I appreciate you being on here. You can find me. My name is Ryan of Nerd Culture. You can find us on all forms of social media at It's Nerd Culture. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, where we drop new videos each and every week that will cater to your heart's desire, whether it's movies, TV, anime, comic books, anything nerdy, you name it, we got it for you. Other than that, we appreciate you joining us here tonight for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, 30th anniversary. And once again, thank you to the men and women, the cast and crew of this movie for bringing us such good memories of the 90s and our childhoods, respectively. And also, Jim Henson, once again, thank you, good sir, for everything that you did creating the Muppets, the Creature Shop, to allow some of these movies and all these other projects to come to fruition. If it weren't for you and your team, we would not be talking about these movies today. So thank you, Jim Henson, R.I.P., good sir. In the meantime, to all of you out there, stay healthy, stay safe, stay strong, and go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. And one more thing.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Cowabunga!
Yeah, I was about to say, can we do like a synchronized Cowabunga on this?
Yeah, you know what? We
Just
got a
for,
few more.
the sake of it.
Yeah, you kind of ruined my outro there, but we'll do it one more time. Okay, so one.
You start with the Go Ninja, Go. All right, you can't do that song and not get me hyped up and doing it.
It's cool, man. No, it's cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, do it. Cowabunga!
Cowabunga!
That was less corny than I thought it was going to be. I like that.